New at 3, a woman is in custody after North Charleston police say her 11-month-old baby died in her care. Police say 27-year-old Jeanette Clayton faces 3 counts of unlawful conduct towards a child. Officers say they were called to an apartment on Eleanor Drive around 1:30 yesterday afternoon, where they found an 11-month-old wrapped in a blanket near the apartment's entrance. Despite life-saving efforts, the child was pronounced dead. Authorities say Clayton was outside of the apartment with her other 2 children when they arrived. A search reportedly revealed that she was missing essential child care supplies, including food. Investigators say the apartment was also infected with bugs.